النساء في حياته وفي رسالته صلى الله عليه وسلم، فإن المرأة قد تكون كما قلنا في الجمعة الماضية سبب نجاح، هي سبب نجاح الزوج وفلاحه في الدنيا والآخرة، وهو يكون سبب نجاحها في الدنيا والآخرة. ويوم القيامة يفرح بعضهم ببعض ويدخلان الجنة معا ويستمتعان بطيبها وريحها ونعيمها معا. ومن الناس من لا يهتم إلا بنفسه فلا يبالي إن حرص على زوجته أن تكون من الذين يهتدون، ولا يبالي إن كانت من الذين لا يهتدون. ومن الرجال ومن النساء أيضا من لا تهتم أن يكون زوجها من المهتدين أو أن يكون زوجها من المفلحين أو ممن يرضون عنها. فيقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما من زوجة تدخل الجنة إلا إذا رضي عنها زوجها في الدنيا. يقصد رضا الآخرة، رضا الله، رضا رسوله. فإن كانت هذه الزوجة تبتغي وجه الله واتباع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فأقبلت على زوجها وأطاعته تتاجر فيه مع الله، فهي من المفلحات القانتات الصالحات اللائي يدخلن الجنة داخرات لا يؤخرهن عنها شيء بعد رضا الله ورسوله وزوجها. Dear respected sisters, we are continuing with, the lecture of the last 2 weeks, the reflection of the wife behavior on the life of the husband and vice versa. Plenty couples, husband and wife, they actually, plenty, you will find plenty, they don't care. The husband doesn't care if the wife will be a righteous wife or not, if she prayed 5 times a day or not, if she is dealing with her neighbors in a good way or not, if she is reaching her kinship or treating her kinship in the best of way. He doesn't really care. He just cares for her as those non-Muslims care. I don't want to say any stronger word than this, because it's impolite to say stronger than this. Why? I have the full right to give the examples, even if it is very strong, but I rather not to. So I say at least he cares for her as the non-Muslim cares for them, for their females, whether they wives or not wives. And I believe everybody understood what I mean. And you find also some women, she is the reason behind the failure of the husband always. Failure as a husband, failure as a household, failure as the master of a house, failure of every way. Why? Because she really doesn't care if he will be successful or if he will be failure. The studying, or if we are studying the biography of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because in the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, plenty of very powerful examples for those from among women or even from among men who seeks the paradise. Because if you don't look like them, you want to look like who? For a man, you want to look like who? If you don't want to look like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Umar ibn al-Khattab, Uthman ibn Affan, Ali ibn Abi Talib, أنس بن مالك, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Abdullah ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, Salman al-Farisi, Suhaib al-Rumi. If you don't want to be like those, so you like to be like who? John Travolta, Michael Jackson, or who? Who's your example in life? And for our sisters, if Khadija bint Khuwaylid radiyallahu anha, if Aisha bint Abi Bakr radiyallahu anha, if Zainab bint Abi Jahsh radiyallahu anha, if Safiya bint Huyay ibn Akhtab radiyallahu anha, if Hafsa bint Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anha want to be your example. So you want to be like who? Like Princess Diana of England? You want to be like who? Jennifer Lopez? Or do you want to be like who? Let's study Islam. I know maybe, like me, long time ago, I have no Islamic foundation at all. But Allah granted me some. So maybe, وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدُ وَالْفَضْلُ وَالْمِنَّ وَالْكَرَمُ. But maybe some men or some women, they also like me in the past, have no foundation at all. No Islamic foundation. Maybe they grow the beard because it's a habit in the family. No male to grow up without a beard. Or maybe the girl have to put even a niqab on the face because this is a habit of the family. No, we want everything to start from the heart. Because if you fail to understand the message of Allah, that meant Allah approved or proved enough evidence or brought enough evidence against you. Maybe the husband talked to you. Maybe the sheikh or imam in the masjid talked to you. Maybe the neighbor. Maybe a friend, female, of course. And after all, you just ignore everything. Or maybe the imam ordered you, my dear brother. Or maybe your neighbor, or any righteous man, or any older man who fears Allah, he advised you to be a pious man, but you are careless. So from the story of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find that he was behaving like a normal human being, because he was a human being. Because I know in the argument, أنا أعلم أن في المجادلات إذا قلت للرجل ألا تصنع مثل رسول الله، الرد السريع أنا لست رسول الله. وإذا قلت للمرأة ألا تصنعين مثل عائشة، الرد السريع المباشر بلا أدنى تفكير أنا لست عائشة. نعم، أنت لست رسول الله، أنت حتى لست أنس بن مالك، أو حتى أحد المتأخرين مثل عبد الله بن المبارك أو سفيان الثوري. أنت لست مثل هذا، مثل أحد من هؤلاء أبدا. ولكن يقول بيت الشعر، وأنا لا أحب حفظ الشعر، ولكن حفظت هذا البيت. فمنذ أن علمت أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول لأن يمتلئن جوف الرجل صديد قيحا ودما خير له من أن يمتلئ الشعر. فمنذ ذلك اليوم ولا أحاول أبدا أن أحفظ بيتا من الأشعار، لأنك أحيانا تبكي حين تسمع بيت الشعر ولا تبكي حين تسمع الآية من القرآن، فأنت من الضالين إن بكيت بسبب قول قائل بيت شعر ونحو ذلك، ولم تبكي حين تسمع القرآن أو ترتله منفردا، فأنت من المضحوك عليهم، من الذين لعب الشيطان بقلوبهم فتفضل قول الرجال عن قول خالق الرجال. I memorize a phrase from a poem, while I hate to memorize anything of that, after or since I heard that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it is better for someone to have a belly full of pus and blood. That is better for him than to have a belly full of shi'r or a heart full of shi'r or poems. It is not good, because sometimes you weep when you hear a song, or sometimes you weep or cry when you hear a phrase from any poem whatsoever. But when you read the Quran or you hear the Quran, it never affects your heart. Never. So if that's so, that means you are on the wrong side. And this is a very bad sign that the Quran of Allah never touch your heart, while it is from Allah, the one who knows everything. But He said in the Quran that He descends from the Quran what could be a heal, what could be mercy for believers, and cannot be like that with a disbeliever. So if it doesn't affect you, I'm afraid you are very close to be a disbeliever. So what you should do, repent. Start with Allah from scratch again. Apologize to Allah about the past. Start good. Start new. Because the more you will repent every day and ask Allah forgiveness, that will be good for you. That will enhance your heart. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to order his companions to ask forgiveness a lot every day. And he started with himself. He said, I ask Allah forgiveness every day more than 100 times. What he did, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Nothing, except sincerity, except conveying the message with the best of his effort. So let's see how a husband and wife could reflect in the life of one another. We will start with two bad guys, with two bad couples. Maybe I will postpone the procedure of Mother Khadija for a little while. The start tonight will be with two bad couples. Those bad couples, a husband who loves his wife and a wife who loves her husband. The husband doesn't care from where to collect the money, haram, halal, it doesn't matter with him. And he brings that much money, he works like a horse to satisfy the needs of his beloved wife. He spends every possible cent to please her with. And on the other hand, the wife, which she loves her husband, she never asked him, from where you get that money? Have you collected that money from halal? We can stand the hunger in dunya, but we cannot stand one touch of the hellfire in akhirah. But because she is not a good wife, she always doesn't care. She always orders her husband to do whatever opposes the Quran. فلأنها من النساء غير الصالحات أو قد تكون من بيت طيب بيت صالح ولكنها عبث الشيطان برأسها. الشيطان من الإنس ومن الجن لعب برأسها لعب بقلبها. الدنيا حلوة لما تقيدي نفسك. وهذا الزوج ألا تري أنه يأتيك بكل المال من حل أو من حرام، فاستمتعي بالمال وخذيه وانطلقي في